to university. And we also stand here to send a strong message to the federal government that post-secondary education is and always will be a treaty right to education for First Nations people. If you think that First Nations people get free education, I hate to tell you, but you are wrong. We were promised all levels of education, and the government is not fulfilling their promise. All we ask is that they fulfill what they promised us over 100 years ago. Please march humbly with us. We are on our way to First Nations University of Canada. Thank you.
And it is on this day, specifically, that we tell Brad Wall and Stephen Harper to get serious about properly funding the future of this province and this country. And just the other day, our Premier told reporters that in this budget, there will be program and spending reductions. Again, the almighty austerity.
That cap has been there for 17 years. 17 years. This cap has been there, and it caused an inability to fund students to go to university. And now we see, a few years ago, there was 27,000 First Nation students going to post-secondary education institutions across Canada. Back in 97, 98, that's how many were going. Now, a few years later, I got to pull this out. I want to make sure I have the right stat. In 2008, 2009, only 22,000 were going. That's 5,000 young men and women not able to access something that we say has always been important to our survival, and that's an education.
Students are having to work more and more simply to keep pace with the rising cost of tuition in the province based over the last budgets. Mr. Speaker, Saskatchewan post-secondary students want affordable education.
Under the NDP, at the University of Saskatchewan, tuition went up 99%, Mr. Speaker. At the University of Regina, 88%. And at SciAst, Mr. Speaker, 260%. Mr. Speaker, the track record is crystal clear. This government puts a priority on affordability for students. The members opposite, Mr. Speaker, they forgot Saskatchewan students and bid them fond farewell as they headed to Alberta.
So I'm disappointed with this budget. Tuition is increasing at least 4%. But there are some faculties who could face a 9% increase. That's outrageous, especially in the last number of years. Tuition has increased 3 and then 5 and then 3 and now 4 to 9. Those are big jumps in tuition. When you consider the fact especially that student debt average is $37,000. That's the highest it's ever been. Students are already under significant financial burden, and this doesn't make the situation any better.